Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Listen, if your name is Diddy, things have gone from bad to worse. Marc Curry, right? Not the comedian, but Marc Curry, the former bad boy artist. If you don't know, he had something with Black Rob and Diddy. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going, because we bad boys for life. We ain't. Okay, y'all remember that song, right? This is Marc Curry. So in September, Marc Curry was dragging Diddy, talking about, baby, how you giving back publishing rights when they're worthless? Give me that $1 million that you made off of me so I can go about my business. Well, he is back. And he has done an interview basically confirming what everybody has been saying about Diddy. That he was slipping women something. That he was graping people like he was on a Fruit of a Loom package. But here's the interesting thing. The interview actually gives a lot of insight. You know what's even more interesting? That interview has gotten pulled down. That interview was up 6 hours ago. That part has gotten pulled down by the administrators. Now, we don't know if the person that did the interview pulled it down. We don't know if YouTube pulled it down, or we don't know if Marc said, no, I ain't mean to pull it down. But I do want to say that this is the umpteenth person to come forward with these horrible accusations about Diddy. And y'all, we got video, right? Well, video interview, calm down, right? We ain't on any catch a predator mess. We ain't trying to get demonetized. But there is video. There is video corroborating what Marc says. Now listen, before we get into this, I do want to say one thing, right? Diddy has not been found guilty in a court of law. No criminal charges have been brought up against him. And Diddy also maintains to this day that this is nothing but money grabs, and all of it is 100% not true. Listen, baby, we haven't gotten to court, but baby, we're going to play this out in the court of public opinion. I'm going to bring you all the evidence, what I see, and then we're going to meet after the jump, and we're going to decide, I don't know, does it look like he did it? Because, baby, I am under the impression that when there is smoke, where there is smoke, there is Diddy, and baby, he seems to want all over it. I do want to say this. I actually did a video on Diddy, and it was not even pulled down. I got this weird copyright strike that I've never seen before, where they were saying, like, because usually even if they're like, listen, you can't monetize it, but you can play it if you want, and sometimes I'll do it like, all right, the people need to see it. They actually put something up saying that it is not allowed to be shown worldwide. That was with Lori Ann Gibson and Diddy, where he allegedly threw a chair at her and Michael Bivins held her while Diddy did it. How do we know it happened? Well, I don't know. Lori Ann went to the police and filed a police report, right? But MTV wouldn't release the footage. Why is that important? Because it seems like Diddy is going on a silent campaign. Again, it's either Diddy or Diddy supporters to pull down anything. He is slowly trying to rehabilitate his image, to which I say, good luck, baby. Not on this internet, not when there's all these receipts. Y'all, let's get into Marc Curry's interview, and then I'm going to play the other interview that corroborates what Marc is saying. Since the video was pulled down on YouTube, I'm going to have to read you the transcripts, okay? Now, they're saying that So Marc Curry, he goes on and he talked. They were like, yo, do you believe all the stuff that happened with Diddy and Cassie? And Marc was like, I absolutely do believe it. It's who he is. It's what I saw. Right? He said that he was incredibly jealous, insecure, almost to the point of obsessive. He confirms that Kim Porter's house was bugged and had listening devices on the phone. He's like, if you're that crazy and obsessed to do something like that, right? What do you think will happen when you see that person in person? They're saying that he also broke Kim Porter's nose. He said, this is exactly what he said in a quote. He busted her nose, man. It was all insecurities. Anytime a man would go out of his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their home just to monitor the conversation, that's a sign of insanity. So when you see someone doing that, you can imagine everything else they do. What do you think he's going to do if he found her on the phone talking to someone or feels that she's cheating on him with somebody or sleeping with his, or somebody sleeping with this girl. What do you think he's gonna say? I caught you, I heard this, now he gonna come in and it's gonna be a fight. He went on and said, I 100% think that he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. He's talking about the multiple lawsuits against Diddy. That's who he is. That comes with power. That comes with arrogance. That comes with what makes him. That's the selfishness that makes you be like that. He's being humble right now. It took a long time. It took a long time to humble an arrogant person. Meanwhile, right? A lot of other people have spoken out, Gene Dill, Aubrey O'Day. I do believe there was even Roger Bonds. Roger Bonds popped up, said he was doing it for his 4 girls, then came and chastised the internet. I don't know if he got paid off, threatened, both, or maybe he is just moving. We don't know, right? This is all speculation. It hasn't been brought in a court of law. But Aubrey O'Day has been very vocal, supporting Cassie and saying her time will come. Aubrey O'Day's also gone very, very quiet. Something tells me Aubrey had a settlement, right? But Gene is still talking. Listen to what he has to say. But before I forget also, right? With this dude, he also talked about with Diddy and just kind of like a sickness that he has. A lot of people were dragging Marc Curry, talking about how you sitting here saying you knew all this stuff was happening, right? Because he did mention in the other interview that was pulled down that Puffy and him used to R word. Well, hold on, let me get this right, because I don't want to put somebody's name in some Puffy's mess, because at this point people used to would sell their mom in order to say that they were down with Puffy, and now don't nobody want their name in his sentence. So listen, he said that Marc Curry said he did nothing morally wrong, yet he was fully aware of Diddy spiking drinks and D'ing women for yucky times and did nothing about it. Okay? He also says that he didn't know that giving women illicit substances without their consent, permission, or knowledge, he didn't know that that was wrong until Bill Cosby got busted for doing it. You ain't know roofing was wrong. Listen, let me tell y'all something. But he does explain why when it comes to violence, when everybody was like, yo, why did anyone do it? Stop. So he basically said, I knew something was happening. He compared it to Blueface, which I think is a good analogy. He's like, it's like when people see Blueface and his girl always arguing. You see that toxic situation, and we see it, and we know something's going on, but we have no idea how bad it is. It just looks toxic. And in that case, right? A lot of people be yucking it up with what's going on with Blueface, Jaden Alexis, Krishan. Krishan got on with black eyes, and everybody just yucks it up, and they're like, oh, this and that. And we are seeing something crazy, in my opinion, happen in real time. The only difference is Diddy kept that mess at least in the close circle and friends, right? And hid Cassie away. They're not even bothering to hide it. But let's see what the smoking bang bang is for this. Because again, I don't know if what everybody's saying is true. I do find it odd that everybody, man, woman that has worked for you for over the years, got the same thing to say about you. Why is that? Why is that? Y'all, let's get into, I think, the interview that just shuts everything down. Let's go. And then meet me after the jump. Let's talk.
They have indies, non-disclosure. That means that if you work for them, you around them, you can't disclose any of the information about them. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my nigga. He said, I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs. and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my. I was like, what if somebody kids and walked out, and it's somebody that heard me. I mean, well, it's not only somebody that heard me, it's somebody that I know who was in the studio at the time that happened, and I still talk to him today. And we were just talking about that the other day.
Okay, guys, so like seriously, what do y'all actually think? Again, we don't know if what these allegations Gene is making is true. I find him to be very credible and very, very truthful, and he gives up tapes. I would encourage y'all to watch all the interviews. But honestly, the fact that everybody, it's not the point about whether he said what Dana decaying. It's about the point that everybody from different points in these interviews, some were done months ago, some were done weeks ago, some were done yesterday. They are all saying the same thing about this person with different people. And oddly enough, these interviews are being pulled down one by one by one, which leads me to wonder, Puffy is doing his best to beat this. He really thinks he has enough money that he can get past this. I am not forgetting. Again, it hasn't been proven in a court of law, but yo, why is there so much mess surrounding Puffy's name? And the way he settled so quickly with Cassie, yeah, listen. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.